With racing season fastly approaching, I'd like to inform new fans about IMSA. I'll be going over the classes, schedule, points, and more here in the Beginner's Guide to IMSA. IMSA, or International Motorsports Association, based out of Daytona Beach, Florida, was founded in 1969 by John Bishop. IMSA is currently owned by NASCAR. Currently, the premier series in IMSA is the WeatherTech series, which I'll be mainly focusing on here today, as well as companion series such as the Michelin Pilot Challenge, VP Sports Car Challenge, Ferrari Challenge, Mustang Challenge, Super Trofeo, Mazda MX-5 Cup, and the North American Porsche Carrera Cup. The 2024 WeatherTech Sports Car Challenge will feature four distinct classes. These classes include the GTP, the LMP2, the GTD Pro, and GTD classes, respectively. The premier class in the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship is the GTP class, or known as the Grand Touring Prototype. In this class, they use two sister technology regulations, the LMH, or Le Mans Hypercar, and LMDH, Le Mans Daytona Hypercar. This season, a host of manufacturers will be represented, such as Cadillac, Porsche, BMW, Acura, and Lamborghini. The next prototype class is LMP2, or Le Mans Prototype 2. This class has an exclusive engine partner in Gibson Technologies, as well as four unique chassis options available. This season, however, the Ligier and the Orica chassis will be represented on track. The next two classes in the WeatherTech Sports Car Championship are GTD Pro and GTD. While both these classes use GT3 specifications used by the FIA, the difference between these classes is the driver ratings. GTD class can only use one pro driver, while the GTD Pro class can use multiple pro drivers. To distinguish these cars on track, GTD Pro cars will have red coloring on the number as well as the spoiler, while GTD cars will use green coloring. Now, the main tire supplier for IMSA is Michelin Tires, and the main fuel supplier for IMSA is VP Racing Fuels. Now that we've discussed the classes, it's time to talk about the schedule. The 2024 season includes 11 races, and 5 of which are considered endurance races, which drivers will compete for the IMSA Michelin Endurance Cup. Each car and team is required to have 2 drivers competing for the championship. Although on endurance races, such as the season opener at Daytona, the Rolex 24, these teams can use 3 to 4 drivers depending on their team's plan and the length of the race. Although there is also shorter events such as the Long Beach race, which is the shortest race of the year at only 100 minutes, while most other races that are non-endurance races are 2 hours and 40 minutes long. The 5 endurance events include the Rolex 24 at Daytona, the 12 hours of Sebring, the 6 hours at the Glen, the 8 hours at Indianapolis, and the season finale at Petit Le Mans Road Atlanta, which is 10 hours. All endurance events will include all 4 classes, while shorter events will include 2 to 3 classes depending on event and track. During races, teams will plan strategies differently to accommodate pit stops and driver swaps, as each driver must have a stint behind the wheel. These races can be quite challenging, not only the endurance factor, but also navigating traffic, as prototypes are faster than GTD cars. This makes multi-class racing quite unique. Now that we have discussed classes and races throughout the season, it is time to talk about the points system. A few seasons ago, the implementation of qualifying points was established. The pole sitter in each class will receive 35 points, second 32, third 30, fourth 28, fifth 26, and decreases by 1 point each position after that. At the end of the race, the winner in each class will receive 350 points. Second gets 320, third gets 300, fourth gets 280, fifth gets 260, and decreases by 10 points each position after that. Like I mentioned before, there is an endurance cup to be achieved, where points are awarded at certain hour marks and finishes at endurance events. First receives 5, second receives 4, third receives 3, and fourth and beyond receive 2. These points are given out at the Rolex 24 on hours 6, 12, 18, and the finish. At the 12 hours of Sebring, these are awarded on hours 4, 8, and the finish. At the 6 hours at Watkins Glen, they are awarded on hour 3 and the finish. At the 8-hour Battle of the Bricks at Indianapolis, these points are awarded on hour 4 and the finish. And in the season finale Petit Le Mans, hours 4, 8, and the finish is where they receive their points. Whoever accumulates the most points is the Endurance Cup champion. While drivers are competing for the Drivers' Championship, there's also a Team and Manufacturer Championship to be achieved. Each car is considered a team, and points are awarded the same as qualifying and race points to decide a team champion. Each manufacturer also earns qualifying and race points. These points are awarded to the highest finishing car representing each manufacturer. Let's say a manufacturer finishes 1-2 at the end of a race, and third place is another manufacturer. Then the manufacturer that finished third will receive second place points, while only the top finishing manufacturer that finished 1-2 will receive the first place points. Now that we have established classes, the schedule, and the point system, you are off to a basic start with IMSA. With the growing popularity of sports car racing, my goal was to educate you before the start of the upcoming season. I hope you now better understand IMSA. If there's anything I have missed or something you would like to better understand, leave those responses in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more great content like this. Now go out and enjoy the amazing racing IMSA has to offer.